Hi. My name is Ozzy Agu. I am an actor and a TV presenter. All-around media guy.
Just for you, could rescue you from the depths of hell, and you wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel.
Okay, there's, well, some of them haven't been released yet, but I have a movie that's coming out that really challenged me in so many ways, so that doesn't even count. It would have to be, the most challenging role I've had to play would be Othello, for sure, Shakespeare drama. There will be so many mistakes, so many. But guess what? You will survive every last one of them. Definitely different styles, of course. Stage, I have to, it's much more grueling, of course. And the thing I like about, and hate as well, about film acting is you get different takes. So you can sort of like do a line, do it over till you're like, I got it. But that might be nice, but for the real actors, you have to do a stage play. You have to see if you have the stamina and momentum to do shows 8 nights sometimes. How many nights a week? 7 nights a week with matinees? Yeah, so definitely theater for sure. Not sure yet. If there's a role I would not play, offer me first, and then I would decide then. But let me see, what wouldn't I do? Just by the nature of my job, I have to remain curious and open. So yeah, just bring it on. As long as it's a good human story, I'll look at it. It's a good one. The highlight of my career perhaps would be Battleground, maybe? Playing Michael on Battleground. That was a very challenging role, of course. And taught me a lot about, I had to do research on mental health and mental illness. So that put me in some uncomfortable spaces in my preparation. But that's why we do what we do, so that you guys can enjoy our pain. Okay, the early days, how did I get into acting? I had been traveling, and I think I had come back from Southeast Asia, where I'd lived in Thailand for quite some time, and I was broke, and I could apply to schools, and I had to start my life over again. So I said to myself, what if money was not an option? Like, if it didn't matter, if money didn't matter, what would you do right now with yourself? And of course, it was a tough question. I spent lots of days going over it. I wrote a lot of things down, photography, acting, a lot of things that I was interested in, an economist. But my spirit, my heart, if you will, eventually ended up on acting, and then I decided to enroll at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City, where I was accepted after my audition, which I was so nervous, and I was trained there for 2.5 years as an actor. So that's how it came about. So write things down, write it down, go over it, and then it might just manifest itself. So if I were to be directed right now, right? First name that comes to my head, Steve McQueen. I would do it in a heartbeat. You don't even have to, I would do it for free, but don't tell him I said that if he's watching. So yes, for directing for sure. For acting, that's a tough one. The list is a long list. Producing, You see how I'm avoiding the actors because there's just so many to pick from. I like Michael Fassbender. I like Keanu Reeves. Have you seen John Wick 3 by any chance? Oh my God! Or even The Matrix. But yeah, I would work with Keanu Reeves, Michael Fassbender, and then Uncle Denzel for sure, and Chadwick. I'd like to work with Chadwick because Chadwick has played like some of the most iconic roles. So yeah, that would be interesting because he has a good style as well. So, and then for producers, who would produce? Plan B Productions. That's headed by Brad Pitt. I like some of the indie stories they support and champion. So yeah, for sure. This is an unfair question. But that's the thing about crushes, no? They change it daily, like bubble gum. You're like, I like this flavor, and then, gosh. But if I had to pick, who's my celebrity crush right now? My celebrity crush right now would be Yemi Alade. First of all, this thing about balancing work and life, is it difficult to balance it? There is no balance. Can everyone just agree right now? There is no balance. You do the one you can, when you can, and the best you can at the time. But that's about it. There is no balance. I'm literally juggling my life and my work right now as I'm talking to you. Can you see it? Yes. But you can't, can you? How did I handle the transition moving back to Nigeria after living and working in America? I'd say with tenacity and resilience, and knowing that it wasn't going to be an easy transition at all, but I had faith that I would meet good people here who would sort of guide me in, the getting around or getting on with the challenges, and also sharing some of the beautiful things about living in Nigeria. So yes, faith, resilience, and hope. If I wasn't an actor, what else would I be? I would be a nuisance. That's what I would be. A complete and utter nuisance. Okay. All right now. I got something for you. Be sure to come to the barbecue now and make sure you bring your own piece of meat because you ain't getting nothing for free at my barbecue. How about that now, huh? You feel me? All right. Well, go on there, young blood. Go on there. Can't talk nothing to me. Can't take nothing from me. That's a Southern. How has the journey been this far to this point in my career? Ups and downs for sure. This is a good question. I was having this conversation with someone and they said, Ozzy, we always see you so happy on TV, like everything is fine. I'm like, well, for the most part, yeah, everything is fine, but I do have sad days as well. I have some sad days, but and down days, some days when I wonder, am I living it right? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing, But those challenges, when you have moments of self-doubt or, loss of faith, they're always an opportunity to just reconnect with your higher purpose and what's important to you. So they come quite often, but with prayer and resilience, faith and hope, I sort of get through them. Yeah. I think the industry is going in a very, very good direction. The stories that are being told, the production value, and even the impact on society. Yeah. So I'm very impressed with the journey so far, but if I could ask for, you know, one direction, I'd say more human stories. That I think the fear is that they might be boring and nobody will watch, so we tend to get trapped with stories of intrigue, you know, like infidelity, you know, sexual intrigue, and my husband cheated on me, he's a dog, or, you know, but they're great and they have entertainment value. But I want to see maybe more stories that dig into the recesses and the psychological subconscious of what it means to be, you know, a human being, you know, dealing with something, you know, that you know, that isn't quite sensational, you know, but so far everything's good. But just if my humble, I guess, wish is for more nuanced stories. What is next for me? Wow, that's a big question. What is next for me? Well, I will be producing a couple of shows, if you know, with this work-life balance, you know, somewhere in there, I'm going to produce a show. Because I also do TV presenting, I might host this show I'm producing. Of course, I'm going to be the host of it. And then I'm also in talks with some directors on projects that are going to be quite heavy, but of course I can't reveal now. You just have to stay tuned to see that. But yeah, I'll be producing a lot more. And also being a nuisance in my spare time. Hi, I am Ozzy Agu, and this is Folio Culture.